was in the house, and I just don't pay attention to the weather here in Michigan anymore. Sheesh. Because if any of y'all live, visited, whatever in Michigan, y'all know it can be 91 Monday and 60 Tuesday. So I stopped even doing that. So I know that it's, summertime. So I had on summer gear in hopes that it still was going to be nice like it was the day before, right? The sun ain't even out. It looked a little cloudy, like it's going to rain or something. So I said, okay, I'm not going to be too summerish, but I'm going to be summerish. Right? I get outside, it ain't not a piece of sunlight shining. Shining, 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 yeah. All of this money. Excuse me. And it felt like I walked into an oven. Hair finna get some oof to it now, real fast. The thermostat on my truck says 89, so it must gonna be hotter than that because it's only 18 a.m. So guys, today why do my truck always, is it a deer or something? Those sensors be helpful, but sometimes they're annoying when you don't see anything, because if you're not used, I'm used to them now. I used to want to slam on my brakes. So for Motivational Monday today, guys, I had three different subjects in mind, right? And 3 different topics. And for those 3 different topics, I said I can merge them all together. Then I said, nah, I am going to separate them and do 3 different Motivational Mondays. So this one, and again, I love when y'all put in the comments how I'm helping someone with these Motivational Mondays and some of the things that I say. But I told y'all, this is me thinking out loud. Basically, like, kind of like y'all getting a piece of Mama Shay's journal. Yes, I do journal. And so those 3 topics. Well, gee, she got oh, that's a Tesla. That's why I was gonna say that looked like a whole laptop on his thing right there. That thing was big. I like that. That's my next car, y'all. I'd have had a Lincoln. The newer ones, loved them. Gas guzzlers. I used to be stuck on Range Rovers. Over it. I had a G-Wag. Totally over it. Vehicles depreciate. And as we get older, our style change or whatever, but I want me a Tesla. So I'm just waiting for the right time to do it. Also, guys, I want to tell y'all I'm doing this Motivational Monday as I'm on my drive to do a pop-up at the Tube House. So who knows what'll happen. So I thought about those 3. I'm sorry, my ADHD. So I thought about those 3 different topics, right? And the one I chose today is sacrifice, because I got a lot going on right now, and I'm changing, flipping, and shifting. My life is shifting for the better. And I just wanted to ask y'all and tell y'all, give y'all a couple key factors, pointers of what is working for me and what has worked for me during that season of your life when you're sacrificing. So the first question I asked myself, I said, during your season of shifting and or changing, y'all call it whatever y'all want to call it, right? What are you willing to sacrifice? Or who are you willing to sacrifice? Is there a who, or is it just a what? And so I pondered and pondered about it, and I thought, like, for instance, I'll give you guys an idea of some of the things that I'm working on So I sold the house in Atlanta. Since there was no So Famous crew anymore, I really didn't need it, and we very seldom go there anymore. So now it's just like a vacation, or we just go to visit, right? It was nice not to have to get a hotel or look for an Airbnb when you don't know the neighborhood and all this other stuff. So sold that house, right? Then the So Famous girls made the decision to relocate to Houston for good, which is a good thing. So that leaves the tube house here in Michigan, right? So I asked myself, do I move into the house and gut it out? Do I gut it out, redo it, and all of that other stuff? I move in, or do I turn it back into an Airbnb? So I'm gonna turn it back into an Airbnb. And doing that, because they lived there for a year, y'all see the type of shit they be doing in there, right? And I know some of my subscribers, my YouTube family, know me personally, and so y'all know how I decorate and how I live. They don't live nothing like me. So I will go up there and do a vlog or something to say I'm going to redecorate or clean up or something of that nature. But one time I did a video and said I was going to redecorate, and somebody was talking bad about my decoration. I almost forgot that they somebody's child and went there. Don't get it twisted, but decorating a tube house is almost, depending on who you are and the type of things you do in your tube house, it's almost like decorating a B&B, not like your own personal home. Have a totally different touch. But me, my B&B had a touch as if I lived there, right? But my guidelines were severely strict, because you're gonna pay for this $90 vase, this $300 vase. You're gonna pay for it if you break it. Anywho, so in preparing to turn it into an Airbnb, I started thinking about the word sacrifice popped in my head. And I said, what am I willing to sacrifice to as I'm shifting? Just for this one project. My nails. Y'all, I got to keep my hair, basically my hair, I guess you could say my hair and nails, because going to the shop, getting your hair washed, getting a sew-in, versus going to the shop, getting a deep conditioner, getting it washed, and just throwing on a wig. That's a major price cut, right? So now I'm in my stage of just wearing wigs, no more sitting in the seat for the sew-ins. So that was one of my sacrifices I made. That was a very small one, because I'm still getting my hair done. And I can go back to my natural hair, and I probably will soon. But I just wasn't finna have no damaged head full of hair looking around or walking around looking crazy. Somebody said, ain't nothing wrong with nappy hair. Nappy hair is natural. Okay, you're absolutely right. If you choose to be nappy, be nappy. If you want to be natural, be natural. If you want to wear dress, do whatever. But right now, this is what I choose. This is what I'm going to do. Yeetity. And then so I said I can sacrifice my nails. Y'all, I've been getting my nails done. Now, y'all know I'm seasoned. My age is up there. My oldest daughter is 30. I've been getting my nails done continuously since I was 16. Yeetity. And now I'm not. So I don't know if I'm going to take them off professionally or just rip them off or let them grow out. I don't know yet. I haven't made the decision. But those are my two sacrifices, one small and one big. So it's big to me, may not be big to nobody else. So I asked myself, I said, for Motivational Monday, I want to talk to them about what are they willing to say. Ask yourself this: what are you willing to sacrifice during your changing season, while you're shifting, if you have a certain goal that you're working on, even if the goal is mental, to become stronger, to get out of mental depression, to get out the house more, to get over losing someone, whether it was to death or a relationship wise, what are you willing to sacrifice to get to your goal? And are all sacrifices safe? Who says that they're safe? Who says that they're good? Right? Excuse me. So I chose my nails and my hair. Right? Like when I was trying to get over, I wouldn't even, because I believe the power of the tongue, but I wouldn't even claim the word depression, you know. But when I was getting over medical issues or trying to figure them out and get the proper diagnosis so I can have the proper treatment, I had to sacrifice some people for my sanity. I did. And that's okay. Who says that it's not? Remember, it's okay to be respectfully selfish. And sometimes you have to, and that's why I, excuse me, I no longer do titles. Because when you put titles on people, then they feel entitled. Right? And then you can't sacrifice them for your own good. So for this week, I know I'll be giving y'all homework. Some of y'all do it, some of y'all don't. I'm going to do my own homework. Ask yourself, for whatever goal you have in place, whether it's your short-term goals or your long-term goal, what are you willing to sacrifice for your happiness, for your peace, for your growth? What and or who are you willing to sacrifice for your sanity, for your growth, for your peace, for all of that, because it's important. That's a major important piece. When I made my vision board, and where this title come from, y'all, is when I did my weekly vision board yesterday. Yeah, everybody celebrating the holiday, and I'm in the house doing a vision board for the week. For some reason, the word sacrifice just popped up, so I wrote it across the top of my vision board. And I only do the 8x10s because I do the weekly ones. And then I break it down to daily. But the word sacrifice, that word just been stuck with me for the last 48 hours. And what, like asking myself, Mama Shay, what can you sacrifice to get to your goal? And I'm doing my nails because turning that house into an Airbnb, I gotta take out a lot of stuff that they have damaged, and I have to update a lot of things that are not damaged, that I just, because I want it to look nice. Anything that's attached to my name, nobody's perfect, but anything that's attached to me, I want it to be nice. I want, before we closed down the Michigan Airbnb and turned it into a 2-house, it had a 5-star rating, 4.9. 5-star. See, that's what I'm talking about these wigs, y'all. I just smiled and my temple moved and it felt like this wig slid a little bit. Them glueless, I might have to add some glue for comfort. Yeet-a-dee. So, yeah, and I chose nails because nails are expensive. And I can go to the nail salon every 2 weeks. I know some people can go once a month, and sometimes even more than that if there's an event that popped up, and my nails don't look fresh enough. Not fresh as in style, but fresh as in like cuticles clipped and all of that. So that's a little expensive. I said I can take that little money and put it into the Airbnb, right? So that's one of my sacrifices. And then this hair thing, y'all, I use the hair. The hair is expensive, but I've always had good hair. But to get it done, the way these people charge nowadays, they worse than going into a nail shop and my nails look like this, and they charge me for a fill-in, for my length, for my color, for my filing, for my cuticle clip. There's nail shops who separate all those charges. And I'm like, what the fuck? No. Almost make you want to go natural. The only difference with that is my nails will grow, because these are my nails. And they grow fast, but they are thin, and I think I inherited that from my grandmother. So they break. So I have like these to be long, and then this one be little. So yeah, that's all I wanted with y'all. Sacrifice. That's the word for the week. What are you willing to sacrifice? And then the pedicures be way expensive. I'm like, what they be on? I'm gonna start getting back in my little bubble. And always remember, just because you got it, that don't mean you gotta spend it. Somebody said to me, and I had to laugh. You've been a boss for a whole bunch of years. What is it that you do with your money? As if, at first I could have got offended. I could have, because they were probably saying you don't look like what you should look like, or you don't have what you should have. That's your opinion, first off. Second off, I'm not stingy to myself, nor my grandkids. And I know you can't take it with you when you go. I do have a small shopping disorder, but I budget a lot. And on that note, y'all, I am going to call y'all back. But remember, sacrifice anything or anyone that you need to in order to reach your full potential, mentally, physically, or financially. Because it's all about you. I'm gonna call y'all back.